EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go. 21. Left. Ready. White 25. 21. 21. Switch. Hey, white. Switch. 12.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down. But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Gun. Check 26. 21. Hey, grip lance. Let's go.
intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Ready. Back 25. Gun.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Gun.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hey, let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Left. Hey, ready. 525.
Operating from the gun. Ryan, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott on the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Got it.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Here we go, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ready. 125.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there, 46.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here you go. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
46.
Second down, Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Gun. Sweat, sit there. Hey, we're going right there.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll go down, but not inside the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Right back to him on first down. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Ready. Back 25. Ready to go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Good. Here we go, 46, 46. Switch. Switch his egg. Gun. Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46. 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. The try. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Get out.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Here you go.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Get out there.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Gun. Here we go. Switch his egg. Here you go. 41's the whip.
Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll come out in the pistol.
46. Here we go, 47. Under. Back that way. Over here. Back there. Woo. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On second down, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready! Take 4!
From the shotgun, Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 41 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here you go.
Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Gun. Here we go, 46. Here you go. Check, go back. Here we go, 46. Switch, and A. Start there, over here. Start there. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
26.
Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go, 46. Hey, here we go, 46. Switch, and A. Gun. 26.
Prescott to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.